Once upon a time, a brilliant screenwriter disagreed with a maestro filmmaker on a film that you've probably seen. The screenwriter was William Goldman, two-time Oscar winner for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and All the President's Men. The director was Steven Spielberg, and the film was Saving Private Ryan. William Goldman, a much respected and revered screenwriter in Hollywood, hated Saving Private Ryan, as did critics from The Observer, The Associated Press, Time Out, and The Chicago Reader. But Spielberg didn't lose his cool. The moral of the story is kind of obvious. Before we get to my statement, I think it is prudent to put out a clarification and a disclaimer. This apparent issue is between two individuals, Ms. Saba Qamar and the critic she chooses to not name. That would be me, Kamran Jawaid. This issue does not at all blames, condemns, plans to damage, or has intentions of malice for JB Films, Mastermind Films, Jameel Beg, Hassan Zia, the cast and crew of the film Kamran Jawaid, nor does the issue include Sarmad Sultan Khusat, the cast and crew of the film Kamli, Kamli's distributor Amjad Rashid, and the distribution company Distribution Club. Nor does this video aim to disrupt any event or PR campaign associated with either films. Although the issue at hand specifically singled out Dawn by association, I would again like to clarify that the issue I'm addressing does not concern nor does it involve Dawn Group, nor do I at this time represent the organization. However, in broad context, what I may be addressing is perhaps an issue that may be bigger than Kamran Jawaid himself. I have been a professional film critic with nearly a 20-year-long career writing for Dawn's publications Icon and its previous incarnations, Dawn's digital publication Images, and for the shortest of times, InStep, Mag the Weekly, and IGN. Before my career as a film critic, I have a filmmaking background, working with and consulting on projects at international film studios and well-known major studios in Hollywood. Alhamdulillah, because of this 20-year-long career, I have a body of work and a reputation in the industry, and a number of steadfast ideals when it comes to my job as a professional critic of the film and the entertainment industries. So imagine my utter surprise when Ms. Saba Qamar took the time and the energy to fiercely put a correspondent associated with the Dawn newspaper group in his place. Because, number one, he questioned Ms. Saba Qamar's very fashionably late arrival to an event. She came an hour after the event was supposed to end. And number two, because she was not happy with the critique from me about her performance and the depiction of a character she played in her last movie. The unfounded issue which has come to me time and again from credible sources is that either the organization we write for or individuals working for that organization seem to hold a grudge against Ms. Saba Qamar. Now, nothing could be further from the truth. As a film critic, it is my job to give an honest, unbiased, informed and educated analysis of a motion picture, and if need be, delve into exact details of nuances that either elevate or relegate specific aspects of that said movie. When reviewing, I forget associations and friendships in the industry because my own reputation is at stake. Sometimes, of course, there's a difference of opinion, and that is understandable. Films aren't perfect, nor will they ever be, and that is fine. But there are no personal grudges. It has been said by Ms. Saba Qamar that I visited the set of her last movie, and that was because I was invited by the producers of that film, and that I held a grudge when she didn't give me an interview. Well, sit down Ms. Saba Qamar and I did for about a good 20 minutes, and I did not record the interview to accommodate her mood at the time. It was, I felt, the respectable thing to do. In that time, I expressly stated, as I do with every actor whom I meet for the first time, that when I review a film, I will review the film on its merits, forgetting all associations. The industry, be it actors, filmmakers, esteemed technicians, till date have always appreciated the fact, and none till date has argued against my review. Ms. Saba Qamar at the time expressly stated that that was the right way to do it, by forgetting your associations. A few days later, I reached out to her again, confirming a statement she told me during our conversation. She clarified a point and I told her that I would reword her quote so that it might not sound inappropriate. She said with an emoji that this was a point well made. Later, she even appreciated the first look exclusive that was published. This is the line that we carried in the article, and I quote, Saba Qamar, who has been up since 5:30 in the morning, tells me that she didn't get much sleep the night before. When the production car picked her up at 5:45 in the morning, she was already out pacing the street. Just a few days ago, Saba had a very serious case of food poisoning, but that didn't stop her from working. Exhausted, her eyes burning, but being a trooper, Saba carries her role with absolute professionalism. End quote. Now remind me again, how is that a grudge? My review of Ghabrana Nahi Hai has been quite positive. It is, and I keep iterating it time and again, a very well-made film with well-rounded characters and engaging character-driven performances. However, my reservation with Ms. Saba Qamar's character and performance on the script and on screen remain what they were. As I keep stating, Ms. Saba Qamar is a powerhouse actress. But as per her role, which also limits her potential to push the character, she is still the film's weakest link, in my opinion. If there was a grudge, I would not have appreciated her performance in my review of Moomal Rano. And I quote, Saba Kamar is spellbinding, holding the camera's attention and romancing the lens at just the right angles. Saba Kamar upgrades and fine-tunes her acting to seamlessly blend with the bigger medium of cinema. Now, if I held a grudge, I wouldn't have appreciated the nuances Miss Saba Kamar adopts under Sarmad Khusat's direction in Kamli. An appreciation of the actress and a borderline rave review of Kamli was published on the day of the film's premiere, days before the film's release. Now, there will always be a difference of opinion, more so when one brings credible arguments to the table. If 99% of the world appreciates Saba Kamar, the actress's work, then why does one lone review evoke so much fury? Asking a professional writer, be it me or more or less, to check one's body of work is demeaning. It insinuates that the press or that one lone individual is perhaps lesser than an actor and has less credibility or understanding of the medium. No publication or individual associated with entertainment journalism is in the business of catering to an artist's or filmmaker's sense of vanity or self-esteem. We are there to report, support, and if need be, criticize. Ms. Saba Kamar, if you have dedicated your career in the field, do consider the fact that entertainment journalists have dedicated their lives to support your endeavors for what may be a vocation of measly financial returns. Our time and energy and dedication are not to be looked down upon. While yes, the late arrival was unfortunate, but it has to be understood generally by actors. And it is not just going out to one Saba Kamar, it goes out to most actors in the industry right now. That our time is also important, especially on days where the same press have to be at other events. Now imagine if a good number of prominent members of press came to your event 2 hours late, how would that appear? It is my opinion that the world needs to be smarter on the whole. Not every question requires outbursts and ire, and there should be mutual respect for a difference of opinion and for the integrity of others. Thank you.